Hello folks, and welcome back to the channel. This is the third episode of my creation kit series. Alright, pay attention guys. We're going to load up our plugin we made. In my case it's T.A.P tutorial ESP. I'm going to double click it and then I'm going to set it as active file. Now this is the last time I'm going to show you guys this. This is pretty much what you do every time. And then when you click OK, you load up and go through everything else until you get to your file. Okay guys, here we are in the creation kit. It's all loaded up. I got my house all loaded up with my custom floor. Now I said I was gonna start with a clutter, but first we gotta fix something. Something that I just noticed. We're gonna click on world, then click on cells. We're gonna find our cell here and click on interior data. We have to set the ownership. Now since it's for the player, we'll type that in and we'll push apply, because then what that does is everything that's inside that cell is owned by the player, including the bed, which makes it so that you get the well rested bonus. Okay, we've clicked apply and we'll click OK. That's all right there. Now I was gonna start with the clutter, but then the problem with that is you have to nav mesh around everything so that your NPCs can navigate. We're going to do it the easy way. First thing you do is turn on your lights so you can see what you're doing. We're going to do the nav mesh for the house first, and then afterwards, when we get the clutter all done, we can fix the nav mesh. So we'll go ahead and we'll turn our nav mesh button on. Turn off your select edges. Now with nav meshing, you will run into a problem if you do like the first floor first and then try going up the stairs. When you get up into the second floor, you're going to find that you have a lot of problems trying to nav mesh up there. So we're going to do the second floor first. So we want to go ahead and zoom right in. We're going to do the second floor first. You can do it the first floor first, but it's easier to do it like this, I think. So we're going to get over here in the corner, and I'm going to hold control and I'm going to right click once, and I'm going to put in one of them there nifty green dots. I'm going to go over here to this corner, hold control, right click once. I'm going to spin it around and I'm going to go to the corner by the door. I'm going to hold control and right click once, and you can see the piece of nav mesh comes up right there. And in this case we got this one and this one over here is already selected. So, but if they're not, for some reason if they're not, and you have this problem or one of them selected, or one here and one here, like this one and this one are selected, just go ahead and select that, click out of them, then go ahead and hit that one to select that one, and we'll go back over in this corner, hold control, select that one. While still holding control, you go over to the empty corner and add that one in there, and what you got is a nice two-piece nav mesh. That's great. Okay, we'll go by the door. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit my M button to shut off markers so they don't get in the way, and I'm going to click my select edges button. Now there's a reason I'm doing that, because I need to put nav mesh under this door. So I'm going to put one there and one there, just like that. I'm going to click that back off, and I'm going to hold control so both of those are selected, and I'm going to put a piece of nav mesh right out there. See how that works? Okay, remember what I said about the wrong sides, because right now if I add in a piece of nav mesh over here, what it's going to do is it's going to cross the nav mesh over. See how that crosses over? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete that there, and I'm going to show you this. You don't want that one. You want the opposite one. I'm not sure if that's the correct term, but the opposites, because what we're doing is we're making triangles and we don't want to overlap them because it breaks your nav mesh. So I got that just like that. I'm going to go ahead and select these two just like that, and now I want to put a piece of nav mesh up to this corner here, just like that. That's good. Now I want to do to the top of the stairs, but not too far. So I'm going to do it over to there just like that, and then I'm going to select these two, and I'm going to put this one right there just like that. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and hit my select edges button, and I'm going to put a vertex right there and a vertex right there. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn it around, and I'm going to select these two vertices, and then I'm going to go down all the way down the stairs. Now I don't want to put it on the stairs. I want to put it right at the bottom, because if you put it right here, it makes it hard. So I'm going to put it right at the bottom, just like that. And as you can see, this one here is already selected. Makes it easy. And we'll like that. Now there's Navmesh going up the stairs. Downstairs is going to be a little bit harder, just a little bit. What you want to do is basically, I like to go ahead and start and go like that way, and then we're going to take and put one right here. So I got this piece of Navmesh like this, and then that way I can go all the way over here to this corner and stick a piece of Navmesh in there just like that, and make sure that one's right there, and I'll go ahead and stick a piece of Navmesh right there, and I got a nice two-piece Navmesh. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stick one right there just like that. Now this is the main door out, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stick a piece of Navmesh here just like that, and just because that's the main door going out, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stick a piece of Navmesh here like that, and I'm going to stick a piece of Navmesh there just because I want it to go all the way up to the door. So I'll go ahead and select these two here, and I'm going to put one right there. See how that select cover button? We're going to go ahead and undo that, the select edges, so that I can go ahead and continue my Navmesh all the way around the room, because you know, I want to have it up here in the corner just like that. Notice I'm trying to keep it from going underneath these pillars, and I'm going to go ahead and go all the way around the room like that. And then this piece here will go on all the way up to here. Say it right there. Alright. And then I'm going to want to go all the way over here to this corner, which I noticed that there's a space right here, but that's not really that big a deal, because you know, it's just not. I don't see where that's a problem. We can add a piece in across there. That's not really a problem. We can add a piece of flooring in. Not a big deal. And then we'll go ahead and now what you're running into is you're going to see where it doesn't match up. Stuff doesn't look like stuff's going to work, does it? Well, it's okay. We're just going to go ahead, push that, hold control, push that one, hold control, push that one. Now push your A button and it automatically fills that in just like that. And then we're going to go to right here. See that crossed over? I'm going to have to go ahead and I'm going to have to delete that, because what I need is the Navmesh here. And I'll go ahead and now it works just fine. It works just fine. Now, underneath the stairs, not really that important, but for our characters to get through there, we're going to need a nav mesh right there. So select them all and then push A, and that'll put that up there. Now if you absolutely want to put something over there for nav mesh, feel free. I actually have an idea for what I'm going to do, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a vertex right along this edge right there, and I'll go ahead and I'll turn that back off. I have something I want to kind of put under there, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some nav mesh there up to about that far. Alright, and it does that. If you have this problem, what you do is you just select this one right here, put your cursor on it till the arrow shows up, and you can move that fill just a little bit. Okay, and now we're gonna put a vertex here and one here, and we're gonna go over here by this door, and we are going to put a vertex here and one here. Now in doing that, I'm going to shut that back off because this is another exit door, so we want to have the nav mesh go right up to it, because this just works a little bit better when you trying to link it to the outside world, which we are going to do, but not in this video. So I'm going to put a vertex here and a vertex here, and we'll shut that back off. Well, let's do the other side. So I'm going to put me a vertex there and one there. Alright, so let's go ahead and shut off our select edges, and I'm going to select those right there, and I'm going to put in a nav mesh there. It's okay if it goes underneath the pillar a little bit right there. It's not that big of a deal. I got two nice two-piece nav mesh there. Click out of that. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Just like that. Nice, easy, cheesy, lemon peasy nav mesh. This is nav mesh for dummies, because you know I'm a dummy. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, that's nice, easy nav mesh there. We'll go to this door in the back. Now this goes into what's going to be my follower bedroom, or you know, you can make it your kids' room if you want, but there's a lot you got to do to make it Hearthfire compatible. So we'll go ahead and we'll choose that one there, drop back down, choose this one here, and we will put that in right there. Now the easiest way I found of doing this is just to bring it right over. Yes, I see that there's a ring right there. Let's go ahead and close our nav mesh window right quick and select that ring. That's something that got left over that I missed. To make sure there's nothing else in here. I mean, really? Oh, wow. Okay, anyway, we'll turn our nav mesh button back on, and we're going to want to go ahead and select our two vertices right here. A little too far out there, guy. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to put a piece of nav mesh in right there. That's good. And we'll put a piece of nav mesh in right there. I'm going to go ahead and push my button for select edges. I'm going to put a vertex in there, and I am going to put a vertex in right there, and I'll go ahead and turn that off right quick. Now all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add nav mesh in right here. Nice, easy nav mesh. This is the easy way of doing it, because remember, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a complete Lugan when it comes to Creation Kit. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm so new. Of course, you guys tell me what you think down in the comments. We're just gonna make this a little easier here. There, just like that. Looks good. Everything's nav meshed. Yeah, looks good. Okay, now you want to finalize your nav mesh. So you click the check mark that says finalize current cell nav meshes, and it'll come up down the bottom. You see that said finalize cell complete, and that's great right there. Now, remember that little problem I just noted? Yeah. Let's go ahead and turn our snap to grid back on and our snap to angle. Just because. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to fill in these holes. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to duplicate that once. I'm going to go over this way and I'm going to add that in right there. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select them both because I'm just going to duplicate them. And then that way, and it's okay if this stuff sticks out over the side. It really is. It's really okay. It's not really a big deal. Players aren't going to see it, and it gives a nice even Steven look. And I just saw another one. Yep, I just saw another one right here. We're going to go ahead and duplicate that, and we're going to pull that out so that it goes up right up to the door. So everything looks right there. Let's take a look at the back door. And it looks like everything's copacetic there. Yep, everything's copacetic. Everything looks good like that. We got plenty of nav mesh. Now, you'll notice that I didn't nav mesh up in here. I can fix that right quick. What we'll do is we'll just go ahead and double click on those, and then we will add a vertex in. See, I kind of messed up, didn't I, guys? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a vertex in there. I'm going to push A, and I'm going to go ahead and add me a vertex in right there. Push A again, and that's all fixed. That's now nav meshed. And it doesn't matter if it's like a little higher than the floor. The NPCs will still follow it. Push M to turn on your markers. See, now this is a problem. I got the same problem over here. For the markers, for like your cooking marker, that light blue square has to be over some nav mesh. So we are going to, well, first I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to churn the select edges off, and I'm going to, just like the last time, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add vertices in where I need them. Just like that. And now my NPCs can use that because the marker's over some nav mesh. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finalize it right now. It's all finalized just like that. And that's the simple way of doing nav mesh. Okay, guys, this has been episode 3 of the creation kit. Oh, I want to go ahead and make sure to save your file after you're done. So we're going to go ahead and save the file right quick, and it takes a few seconds for it to save. It'll let you know down at the bottom down there after it's saved when it's done, and plus the little save button will come back up and it says saving done. Okay. Alright, guys, this has been episode 3 of my creation kit series, quick and easy net interior nav mesh. Alright, if you guys liked the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and then share the video on social media, as it really helps out the channel. Until next time, guys, remember to keep your sword sharp, don't be a milk drinker, and always watch the skies, traveler.